Let's get started. So welcome to Hack2Educate. It is a 48 hours hackathon spread across 3 days. Today is 11th, the Friday. And over this weekend, you're going to be part of India's largest virtual hackathon in the education space of the year 2022. So let's quickly find out a little more about what you're going to be doing. How are we going to ensure that you have an amazing experience throughout this hackathon, and also answer some of your questions. So Hack2Educate, when you participated in Hack2Educate, you must have probably, seen our website. Simran, can you please cross-check if the screen is still visible with the Hack2Educate website displayed?
Yes, it is.
All right, superb. From this website, and we kept a lot of things in mystery so that we can share with you some surprises and disclose things as and when things start to happen. So Hack2Educate is a hackathon, but it is also a movement where all of us will come together to build the digital learning experience of the future. We have all, during COVID, before COVID, after COVID, we have all witnessed so much change in the way we learn, experience learning, and we have seen so many problems associated with it. Learning online has become more about consuming content than what the crux of learning was supposed to be. It was supposed to be an experience where you interact with others, do things, tinker around, explore, have a good time, and learn some important things along the way instead of just consume content. So through Hack2Educate, we'll work on some very important themes, and we'll try to make education, digital education, a lot more inclusive, inexpensive, and exciting through the themes that you'll be working on over the period of next 3 days. Now, Hack2Educate is an effort by BeyondExams. BeyondExams, if you can think of Hack2Educate as a movement in education, then BeyondExams is the revolution. And the aim of this revolution is to change the way digital learning experiences are shaping the world today for the students, teachers, and parents worldwide, so that, as mentioned before, we can have a more inclusive, inexpensive, and exciting learning experience online. I think it is the need of the hour today. If India or the world need to continue moving ahead with growth in mind, but also sustainability in mind, and we make sure that we don't leave anyone behind. We are almost 8 billion people on this planet, but very few of us are actually able to achieve the dreams and ambitions we have all set for ourselves. So BeyondExams has launched this Hack2Educate movement. We run a lot of other experiments, projects, programs to ensure that the digital learning experience of the future becomes a sustainable, inclusive, interesting, and exciting one. Moving forward, during this Hack2Educate, you may feel the need to find out more about the hackathon, communicate with us, submit, make challenge submissions. All of these things are going to be done on 3 portals. One is if you want to chat with your fellow hackers, the organizing team, or the mentors, speakers, MLH coaches, others. So Discord is our primary mode of communication. We're going to share this PPT with you, this slide with you, so that you can easily, find these links. Most of you have already joined Discord. I see that some people are already joining. Some of you had also had the question that some of my team members are not yet registered or not on Discord. I would suggest please share the Discord link so that they can join it immediately and interact with the hackers, organizers, mentors. And Discord will be the portal for the next 3 days for Hack2Educate. The second is some important information needs to be shared. What is the exact schedule? What are the themes? What are the prizes, the outreach? So we have made a very easy guide to Hack2Educate for you. Consider it your map for Hack2Educate. If you click on this link, it will open up this Google Sheet. It will inform you of the exact schedule for the next 48 hours. We are at the onboarding call right now. After this, at 5:30 p.m., almost for 50 minutes from now, the hacking period will begin. Some of you may have formed the teams. Some of you may not have formed the teams yet. We'll have a separate dedicated team formation round. Then the ideation stage, there are a lot of mini events we have prepared for you. There are some informal group connects, a lot of basically a 3-day event filled with a lot of excitement, lots of events to make sure you network, collaborate, have a good time overall. So please go through the schedule to map your time. And I'm sure because every one of us is in their own homes, offices, and other places. So it will be difficult to stay available for the entire 48 hours period. But events that seem interesting, evaluation rounds are mandatory for every team. So events that seem interesting, evaluation rounds, daily prizes, these are some events that excite students the most. Make sure you pick and choose the events that you definitely want to be part of, and make time, make yourself available at least during those periods, if not for the entire 48 hours schedule. At the end, on 13th of November, that is Sunday, 2 days from now, at exactly 4:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, the hacking period will end. After a lot of hard work, fun events, collaboration, networking, the hacking period will end at 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, and all your submissions, all the interactions you have on on the Discord channel will be evaluated. Based on that, top 6 teams will be selected for the final investor pitches. These 6 teams will get to pitch in front of experts from around the world, investors who have invested in almost 100 plus companies over the last decade or so. And together, these guys will help you form a better perspective of how this entire entrepreneurship journey, problem solving journeys can be transformed into a sustainable, successful startup. So it will not just be a project building activity, it will have real life touches from the world of startup and entrepreneurship as well. So 6 teams will get a chance to pitch in front of the investors, and the investors will then select the top 2 teams who will be receiving the grand prize of 1 lakh rupees. But don't worry at all, we have almost 50 lakh rupees worth of prizes for each one for all of you. So even if you just want to have a good time, you will have daily challenges, activities, and so much more to make sure that each one of you gets something out of this hackathon, not just a good time, but some goodies, swag, certificates, and so much more that we have planned for you. So this is a little bit about the schedule. You can read about it more in detail through this link. It is also included, I think, in the announcements channel, if I'm not wrong. So if you go to the announcements channel, not yet. And what about in the FAQs? Yes, in the FAQs, you will find this Google Sheet everywhere, spread everywhere, which has the theme schedule. Then we also have the 4 themes. A little bit about the themes was already shared on the website, but to get a lot more info, you can read these themes from this theme sheet. Plus, we have also added some inspirations, things you can use as references to build a better solution or to build completely different based on the issues that you find in these inspirations. So feel free to read through the themes, and if you still want to know more, we have dedicated channels for each of the themes. Now, theme 1 is a better search engine for education. Theme 2 is find and categorize YouTube videos. Theme 3 is NIOS. Theme 4 is audio dubbing for YouTube videos. So if you have any theme specific related questions, please go ahead and ask in these theme channels that we have created to help you out through the way. Now, if you are participated in the Hack2Educate to win the grand prize to solve some of the problems in education, we will be having some evaluation rounds. These will be very similar to how a startup progresses from an ideation stage all the way to a successful business, a well-funded business. From the ideation stage evaluation to the mid MVP stage evaluation, will be evaluating not just your idea, but also the code, the live demo, and guide you along the way. These will not just be evaluations, these will also be mentoring sessions, where based on your current progress, we'll be helping you, guiding you in the right direction. We'll also have a marketing stage, because as engineers, we love to build stuff, but we forget that being market ready, being consumer ready is almost as important as building the product itself. So we'll also have a small marketing round. And finally, based on all these, we'll finally select top 6 teams for the investor pitches. What you will need to submit exactly will be shared with you as and when these stages come and go. So don't worry if you have some problems or if you have some confusion, all the details will be shared with you on Discord and through other communication channels once the schedule gets there. So ideation stage information will be shared soon enough. Team information will be shared soon enough. But MVP stage information, where the evaluation will be tomorrow, we'll share a little later. A brief you can definitely get here. Prizes, that is the most exciting part about joining hackathons. You get to not just have a good time, but also get some memories in the form of relationships you build or the prizes you can win. So apart from the grand prize, we have almost 25 other types of prizes, and almost 200 plus students can definitely win something more than the participation prizes. So we have prizes for people, hackers, who stay till the end, but we also have some exciting challenges and prizes that you can see from here. A lot of our sponsors have also been very kind in ensuring that if you want to build cool things, there are API credits and prizes for you to make your experience a lot easier. You won't have to spend money. You'll just have to spend time, effort, and use your mind to build cool things. Our investors, our sponsors will help you with credits, coins, and a lot of other things. You can discuss more on Discord. Now, in a live hackathon, the best part is that there are volunteers to help you every step of the way. If you are stuck or if you have some problem, you simply raise your hand or go to the organizers, and that's it. Well, we have tried to bring that real life experience to this virtual hackathon as well. There will be dedicated volunteers available for you to help you out, to guide you throughout the next 48 hours. So who are these organizers who will be available is listed in this volunteers sheet. You can find them in the Ask Organizers channel as well, where there is a separate category of hackers who have the organizer role, and they'll be there for you every step of the way. So don't worry at all if you have any confusion, questions, or just want to share something. Use the Ask Organizers Discord channel or any other channel that seems appropriate for the kind of messaging you want, and we'll be there to help you out every step of the way. Now, while building a startup, while working on an idea, while learning new things, we need mentors in our lives. So we have brought in mentors from all over the world who are experts in their fields, who have had tons of experience in top companies, who have been there where you are right now, and who have successfully crossed this journey and achieved what probably many of you would want to achieve in the near future. So these experts will be there to mentor you for each one of these themes. If you need mentorship support for the theme you want, please go to the theme channel and simply share your query or request need a mentor. Send a message with a need a mentor, and we'll be happy to connect you with these mentors. They will also be interacting with you, evaluating your submissions and so on. So don't worry. We'll make sure that if you need any guidance, it's there, it's available for you every step of the way. Finally, if you need to reach out to us, tag us in your social media posts, or learn a lot more about BeyondExams or Hack2Educate, well, contact us section has all these details available. That's it. That is your guide for H2E. Make sure you go through it so that it's not just me who is sharing this information. It's there with you for the entire 48 hours period. Finally, submissions. While for the different challenges, if you want to join some speaker sessions or the mini events, or if you want to submit the ideation stage, team formation rounds, we have built a dedicated portal for this. We'll be using BeyondExams portal to coordinate the entire submission process and also give you some guides for it. So this event portal link will also be shared with you on Discord very soon. Once you go here, you will find this BeyondExams Hack2Educate event page. The link to guide to H2E sheet will be present here. You can also find the Discord channel. Let's say you changed the device from your mobile phone to your laptop where you don't have Discord installed. Click on Talk to Us. It will take you to the Discord channel. If you want to visit our Hack2Educate website, superb. If you want to share about it with your friends, superb. It's just a step away. Now, the welcome ceremony recording, in case some of you miss this or others ask for it, will also be present right here. Right after the call, the recording will be added. This PPT that I'm talking about is also added right here, PPT of the onboarding call. click here and you will get to the onboarding call PPT right away. Guide to H2E is again present here. Details about the speaker sessions are also present. We'll keep adding these. You can also check out the schedule to find out when the speaker sessions are being held. More details about them in the announcements channel, I think. Yes. Speaker session. So we also have a dedicated speaker session event where we'll be sharing all the details about who is coming, which topic they'll be speaking on. And since there will be parallel speaker sessions, expert sessions happening, you will have to pick and choose which expert session you really want to attend. And that's how you can join, you can inform us and you can join expert sessions accordingly. Submission round details are also present here. Right after this onboarding call, you will have to submit your team details, more information about it later. So all future submission rounds and evaluation submissions will happen right here. We'll keep adding more details as and when we see fit. We'll also be sharing these links so that you don't have to search for the portal all the time. You can simply follow the announcements channel or I think there is an evaluation channel as well. If not, we'll make one. Speaker session evaluations. Yes, we'll be sharing the evaluation links here as well, so that you can easily come to the platform. Finally, we don't expect that all of you will know how to build the project from the very start. Hackathons are all about learning. So we have a learning center dedicated for you. How to use Discord. Some of you may not have used Discord before. We have a small 7-minute video for you. If this is your first virtual hackathon, well, we have a survival guide for you. If you want to make new friends, network, get to know your mentors, etc., well, we have some networking guides for you as well. Open source is going to be a big part of the hackathon throughout the next 48 hours. So how can you use version control, GitHub for the first time is also something we have helped you by providing a guide here. And everything else goes without saying. So if you need any other resources, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll add them here. All the necessary event details are already present here, along with some other important information. So we are already 20 minutes into the event. If you have any questions, feel free to message in the Zoom Connect. And Simran, please, if we are taking too long, if somebody has asked some important question, feel free to unmute and inform me. All right. So these are some about the important links. Discord server link, guide to H2E sheet, event portal, where all the submissions will happen. The themes, well, each team will work on only one of these themes. Don't try to be a jack of all trades and try to work on a solution which covers all 4 solutions, all 4 problem statements. Try to work on one, focus on it, and the next 48 hours, build a solution that is amazing, user-friendly, intuitive for that particular theme. More info about the themes can also be found here. It is again the same link, Google Sheet for Guide for H2E. Please read through it if you have any questions. Discord channel is all yours. Moving quickly forward, well, this is a team activity, not just your team, but Hack2Educate team as well. So almost 300 plus participants who have finally given RSVP for the event will be there to help you out. What that means is we have obviously a team building event so that you can form your own teams, but we also have Demo My Hack, where if you are building something, if you have a live demo and you want people to test it out, if you are stuck somewhere and you want people to help you out, please go ahead, use the Demo My Hack team building built-in public channels to ask everybody on Hack2Educate for help, for opinions, and so on. Now, if you have already formed a team, great job. During the team formation session, Bishal and Abhinav, 2 of our volunteers from the Hack2Educate organizer team, will share a team formation form. You just have to fill it and you'll be done. If you don't have a team yet, don't worry. During the team formation session, which will happen from 5:30 to 6:30, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 17:30 to 18:30, there's a team formation stage. Bishal and Abhinav will be organizing some cool activities, do a Gmeet session with you, so that if you don't have a team, we can help you get the perfect team for the next 48 hours. You'll get to work with some cool minds from all over the world. Plus, it won't be that big a hassle. So don't worry if you don't have a team. You need to have a team. You can't work solo. Each team needs to have at least 2 participants, at max 4 participants. So if you have already formed a team and it has, let's say, 5 participants or 6 participants, well, unfortunately, that is not allowed. I would suggest break your team into 2 and only work in groups of 2 to 4. More information about the team formation session in the team building channel. Vishal and Abhinav, please make sure you send some updates here before the onboarding call gets over so that everybody else can, start their journey right after. Now, we have talked a lot about the themes, the problem solving, the journey, but hackathons, in hackathons, you need to have a very amazing time. You need to have lots of fun. So to ensure that you have a lots of fun, you don't just spend the next 3 days as a work day where you code from morning to evening and interact and do team meetings and so on. We have made sure we have some cool events for you. We have 4 super relaxing mini events. Again, you can check out the schedule to find out more about these mini events. So we have one mini event tonight at 9:30, then another one late night at 1:30 a.m. So for all the night owls who will be working throughout the night, please do join Sean from BeyondExams for the mini event too. And all of these mini events will have some prizes associated with them. So if you are having a good time, you'll also have the chance to win, fight for the prizes while having that good time. Mini event 3, next cybersecurity challenge, will again be coordinated by MLH, as will be the first mini event. And finally, on the 13th, again, late night on 13th, early morning of 13th, actually, late night of 12th, Abhinav from BeyondExams will be doing another mini event. We'll also have some expert sessions to expand your horizon. Sitting at home, either as a young professional or as a college going student, we don't get to interact with a lot of experts from all around the world. So these hackathons, these meetups help you expand your mindset and horizon by interacting with expert sessions. We have all kinds of expert sessions, from hands-on activities to domain insight in expert sessions, to people who will be coming from fan companies to help you understand what's really important in life early on, later on, and so on. So feel free to join these expert sessions. More details will be shared in the speaker session channel very soon. Networking events, hackathon at the end is a networking event. We have shared some guides with you. Please go through them as to how to network during a virtual hackathon, virtual event, and make sure you end up making some, at least 1 to 2 good friends out of this hackathon. Otherwise, you could be participating in a competitive coded challenge or code chef or building a project on your own. The point of joining such collaborative events is to network, have better friends, have more relationships overall, so that years down the line, if you need help, you get back to the connections you made, and you will realize over time that networking, the connections you have, is the biggest strength that you have. It's not money, it's not your skills, it's the connections you have. So make sure you make some network and make some good friends throughout the event. There will also be some surprise daily challenges, so it never ends. Something new is gonna keep coming your way. More about the surprise events will be shared very soon. Simran, it would be great if we add a sheet here so that everybody can know what the surprise events are. We will be sharing about the mini events, the surprise events in the mini events channel. So be pretty much stay active on Discord, keep your notification turned on, and you'll be good to go. You'll find out everything that you need to know. No need to remember any of this stuff right after the call. Now we come to MLH support. This entire event wouldn't be possible if not for Major League Hackathon. MLH coaches are the behind the scene heroes of this show. Even this Zoom meeting that is happening, we were not expecting so many of you to be joining or registering for the event. And when we saw that 1,000 plus people have joined and 300 plus have received the RSVP, it was important that we stay prepared. Even last moment things, MLH coaches were there to help. So special thanks to Ritvi, Siddharth, and Shubham. So sorry for the spelling mistake, Ritvi. So this session for the next 5 to 10 minutes is over to you, Ritvi, Siddharth. If you would like to take over and interact with the hackers, the screen is yours. Ritvi, if you need 2 minutes, we can also continue and give you the center stage right after. You're on mute, Ritvi.
Thank you. You all have host control, so I couldn't unmute myself. All right, let me share my screen very quickly and we'll just breeze through the MLH presentation so that Pankaj can take right over. All right, folks, welcome to another MLH event. Quick introduction about me. Hi, I'm Rithvi. I've been a coach for a year at MLH. My literal job is to go to hackathons and weekends and interact with amazing folks like you. I'm a hardware fanatic, so I love talking IoT, I love talking firmware. I almost always have things like these on me. So this is a PCB ruler. If you all want to talk to me more about this, hit me up on Discord. I am also a maker. So if you see my background, you see I love artsy stuff. I love mixing things up. But enough about me. You have another coach this weekend. Usually you only get to interact with one coach. This is an amazing event where Pankaj has put together and we have two coaches here just for you all. So Siddharth is a fairly new coach. He isn't able to make it to the call right now, but he'll be active on Discord. Feel free to hit either of us up. We will be mostly hanging out in the MLH Lounge channel, which the team has been kind enough to give us. All right, anything you need from a hackathon point of view, apart from the resources that the hackathon organizers have provided, you can find it on this website. Any links I talk about, any programs I talk about, anything I talk about is available on this link. And of course, well, I'm the resource right in the front. Hackers, the main thing that you do at a hackathon, which Pankaj very rightly mentioned, is interact, right? Network, interact with other hackers, have fun, see how collaboration works, because in a production level environment, the first thing you'll do is learn to work with people across cities, across different teams, across different tech stacks. So go on Discord, interact with people, form a team just for the sake of understanding how team dynamics work. Right, what is Major League Hacking? Folks, I'm not paying attention to the chat, so in case you all have any questions, just keep them coming. I'll answer them at the end of the presentation. Awesome. So what is Major League Hacking? Well, Major League Hacking is anything and everything to do with hackers, right? I always tell this to hackers when I go to hackathons about our training, right? So when we're trained, we're given very clear priority list, and our first priority is always hackers. So anything we do, everything we do, we make sure that your experience is the priority. So if that means there's a conflict with the organizer, or if there's a conflict with any sponsor, you all will be prioritized. So if there's anything that makes you uncomfortable, if there's anything you want to talk about, you can always reach out to us. All right. Well, we're a global hacker community, so we have over 500,000 hackers, just like you, joining us every other weekend to, hack, interact. Some of the hackers, once the coaches, they just come and hang out with us every weekend. That's it. They don't submit, they do nothing. They just come and join the hackathon, right? Every time you participate in a hackathon or in Global Hack Weeks, you earn community points, and we have something called guilds. Every time you participate in them, you get points, right? So we have a Global Hack Week coming up in less than a couple of weeks, and you'll see a lot of coaches run live streams for you throughout the week, from beginner content to slightly interesting content. And yeah, you can come interact with us while we do that. So what are we doing this weekend? Again, anything I mention, everything I mentioned is always there on the website that's mentioned. And well, basically, we're here to support you, right? We are going to be running some pretty interesting events. First, we have the Sneak Cybersecurity Challenge, which is basically a CTF, capture the flag. So in case you all have not heard of the word or the term capture the flag before, it's basically, cybersecurity works in different principles and different vulnerabilities, right? So in this, what you're going to do is you're going to learn some basic tools, find out the vulnerability, and then exploit the vulnerability to find this keyword, which will be the answer to your treasure hunt kind of a thing. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, if you all come, there's a raffle in the end, and you get a Lego set if you win the raffle. Then we have a very cool event, MS Paint Bob Ross mini event. This one's very special to me because that's one of the first mini events I ever ran as a coach. And this is basically, Bob Ross is supposed to be this famous painter who ran tutorials. So we are going to, follow the tutorial, but on JS Paint. So it's amazing the artworks people create, including me. Right. Apart from that, we have tons of prizes for you that we're bringing, and tons of resources that you can use to, quickly spin up your hacks. So first of all, we have GitHub. GitHub is one of the most versatile tools out there. So we have a prize called Most Creative Use of GitHub, and you get tons of GitHub goodies if you win this. Quick note about this prize. This prize is more than just about using GitHub. It's about being creative with it, right? So I implore you to, explore the different tools that GitHub has. GitHub has Pages, GitHub has Codebox, GitHub has, GitHub Actions, the project board. So go out, explore the amount of tools GitHub provides you. And if there's anything, that makes this weekend more special, is the fact that you have a GitHub campus expert. So Siddharth is a GitHub campus expert. Feel free to pester him into, helping you out with different things. We're more than happy to help you. All right. Next, we have Twilio. Twilio is one of my favorite partners, and I love using Twilio. Twilio makes any project so nicely communicable to your different daily tasks. On top of that, they give you $50 credit without any payment method. So go check them out. You might not use them as a final product, but definitely a great technology to kind of be acquainted with. Then we have DSO. DSO is our Web3 partner for the leak, this entire leak. And I am not a Web3 person, but if you have questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to connect you with the right folks who can help you out. And then we have GoDaddy Registry. I love this partner again because I think all your projects have such beautiful stories behind them. Sometimes it starts with, I was trying to learn JavaScript. And while I Googled the error, Python seemed to have a better answer. So I just switched to Python. So things like these are the nuances that make your project and your hackathon experience really special. And what better a way to, host your story than an actual domain, right? So go ahead, take a domain name, regardless of whether or not you use this. But again, getting a domain and being able to host even a static page onto a domain is a fairly useful skill. So it's something simple. It's something most mentors will be able to help you out with. So again, definitely go for it. Try it. This is the weekend of having fun with tech. So don't hold yourself back. Last, we have CockroachDB. CockroachDB is one of the nice database partners that we have. And they give out a 3D pen for the best use of their product. So do check them out as well. All right, so you need to see those again. I am not sure if Pankaj has them listed on the website yet. Either way, go on to Discord, ask us. We're happy to walk you through whatever prizes that we need to, I just spoke about. All right. Here's the thing, right? Like Pankaj mentioned, we don't expect you to complete the project. We don't expect you to, build a MVP per se. What we do expect you to do is have fun and start something. So even if you start a GitHub repo, or even if you just start with a Python script that does something simple, submit it. All right. Whatever you're at, submit it, because every time you submit a hack, we give you a blue badge of courage, the I demoed sticker. So this sticker, this is the generic sticker, but you will get the one with Hack2Educate logo and everything in your swag pack that MLH will give to every hacker that checks in. This is the MLH Career Lab. A lot of our partners offer internships and jobs on the go throughout the year. So you can check out this page and just see if there's anything that suits your tech stack. And then we have the MLH Fellowship Program. I love this program because this is basically a way to work in a nice, safe environment where you have a pod leader, where you have a mentor in an actual production code base. Not to mention the fact that the companies that are giving you this amazing opportunity are Meta, GitHub, Google, and more such amazing sponsors, right? The next program begins in January, so you can start applying right away. We also have fast track prices for the top 3 overall winners, especially if you're participating in an MLH event. All right, folks, you can tell I'm all about having fun. I'm all about chatting. You just want to come hang out with me through the weekend, not do anything. You're more than welcome to do so. My first few hackathons, all I did was hang around and observe what goes on, right? But this is a safe space. MLH hackathons are a very safe space. So you have to follow the code of conduct. If you do not feel safe, if there's anything even you consider small, come talk to us about it. We have very, very set procedures that we follow to make sure that you all have a great time. And I always say this, right? You are the entire priority of the entire business model, right? Everything is done to make sure that your experience is nice and smooth. So this is the code of conduct link. You can go check out what we talk about, what we mean when we say a safe space. When you go to the link, there's also an Indian number. So in case this is the US number, you can dial the Indian number. And if not the coach, the direct MLHers will be there to help you out with whatever you feel. Right, that is all my time, folks. Thank you again to all the partners that support MLH, because that brings us to you and helps us have fun with you all, right? So I'm going to stop sharing. I see a lot of chat notifications. I'm going to see if there are any questions. No, it's just Pankaj sending all the links for you all and being helpful. So yeah, if there are any questions at this point, let me know. If not, I'm there on Discord. We'll be there till 10:30. That is our mini event, which runs tonight at 9. And I'll see you there, folks. Pankaj, back to you.
All right, thanks, Ritvi, for that cheerful introduction of MLH and all the support and prizes that MLH brings to the table. And it is very important to also mention that because of the the structure that MLH brings to these hackathons, hackers do feel a safe space. There are a lot of things that should not happen in any event, but because of the kind of support that MLH provides, you can easily reach out to the organizers, to the MLH coaches, and ensure that you have a good time. If you face any issues, coding related, non-coding related, personal issues, some hacker is not making you feel comfortable, please go ahead and share all of these very freely, very frankly with MLH coaches, with the organizers, and we'll be happy to ensure that you find the comfort, convenience, and safety that any event, online or offline, should guarantee. So let's quickly move forward. We already have spent 30 plus minutes. Now, Ritvi did talk about a lot of prizes that MLH is going to bring and its affiliate partners are going to bring. We have mentioned almost every one of them in the prizes section. Now, how you can achieve it? If there is any specific prize you're interested in, feel free to drop by in the prizes channel. We have a channel for everything, and we'll be happy to help you out. Now, right after the MLH support, we come to the culture. So every event, every organization is represented not by the product they build, not by the people they have, but by the culture they maintain throughout the organization. So at Hack2Educate and BeyondExams as well, we have some very specific guidelines as to what you should adhere to while building your hack, while having a good time here at the hackathon. The first and foremost is build in public. So throughout human history, what has happened is somebody did something, then years down the line, another guy reinvented the wheel and built something similar. And then the process goes on and on and on. But now in the digital age, you have the ability to share everything you do with the world, so that if later on, if somebody is trying to do something similar, they take your project, your hack as inspiration and build on top of that, collaborate with you and figure out where you lagged and build a better system instead of reinventing the wheel and building everything from scratch again. So please make sure you build in public. What that means is not just sharing on social media, but sharing your entire journey on social media. We have some very exciting prizes every day for hackers, for teams who build in public most consistently, most ideally. And we also have some very easy to follow build in public how-to guide tutorial that is going to help you. Every day we'll be distributing 1 to 2 Zomato coupons for all you foodies who are gonna, probably skip the meals just to stay part of the hackathon and its events. So don't worry, food will be on us. All we expect from you is build in public and share your journey with the world. You can use any social media of your choice. Make sure to tag us while you do that. We have our Insta, Twitter, LinkedIn link right here. If you would like to tag us on any other platform, you can use our official hashtags for this event. Just a second, let me quickly add that right here for your convenience. Hashtags. One is hashtag Hack2Educate. If there is any event specific hashtag, for example, for build in public posts, we expect build in public hashtag. there are going to be some interesting challenges for which there will be a hashtag called workstation pick and so on. But please make sure you use hashtag Hack2Educate everywhere so that we can find your post, boost your reach, and increase your visibility on any social media of your choice. Building in public is a very important culture that we would like to inculcate in you, not just for during the hackathon, for any project you build, either in your college, in your life, if you are learning something, if you realized something, please make sure you build in public, share your journey in public, and help a lot more people who may be struggling, who may be trying to get where you are or get past that. So one is that. The second is open source your submissions. What that means is all your projects, all your efforts should be in the open source. Don't build in stealth. Try to make as many commits as possible. Don't try to say, okay, once I have built the entire project, I'll make one commit to GitHub and upload the entire project. No, we would prefer that you open source every step of the way, from the ideation stage, the MVP stage, and everything else. GitHub is one of our major sponsors, and using GitHub creatively is gonna help you get some cool prizes from GitHub as well. So don't just open source your project. Try to see how you can, be creative in your use of open source and GitHub. Final 2 points: collaborate and network. Hackathons won't be as special an event if not for the ability of students to interact and build solid relationships over time. So when I was in college and part of a lot of hackathons, even now when I go to meetups, even if I don't have enough time, I try to join these meetups and sessions, because in our own bubble, in the small wells we live in, we can only interact with 10, 15 people on a daily basis. But suddenly when you go to these meetups, these hackathons, people from all over the world, different perspectives, different mindsets, diverse experiences, you get access to all of that during a single 1 hour, 2 hour, or 48-hour long events. So make sure you collaborate, network, and have a good time. Because if you are struggling, if you feel, okay, this is too much pressure, I want to win that prize, and no matter what, I won't attend any speaker sessions, I won't have anything, I just want that prize, and that tension keeps pushing you to your limits, well, not a great way to attend events or even live life. Make sure you have a good time through this process. It's okay if you don't fight for the grand prize. If you enjoy the journey, only then will the destination be worth it. Let me tell you from experience, it's not just a saying, it is a reality. The prizes never feel as good if not for the memories and experiences we make along the way. Now, finally, the next steps. A lot of you have been waiting as to how to get started. Well, hackers who are in the call, and also hackers who are going to join late and read this recording, please make sure you fill this RSVP form, which will be shared everywhere on Discord, on the mini portal link, as well as this PPT. In this form, we'll also be asking you for your t-shirt sizes, your shipping address, and a lot of other things which will help you which will help us courier the prizes, the swags to you, and also find you on Discord and the portal. So please make sure you fill this RSVP form, and make sure every one of your team members also fills this RSVP form. If your name is not on this form, you will be considered as someone who has not participated in the hackathon, and you're just an observer. So if you want the swag, the prizes, the certificate, please make sure you fill the RSVP form. We'll be sharing the link very soon. In the RSVP form, we'll be asking you 2 extra details. One is your Discord user handle. We also have a very easy to follow guide here, but just to give you a summary, let's say we are talking about Jatin Kumar. Jatin, if I open your tab, you will see your name, but right below it in gray is your Discord user handle. Make sure you copy this and not your name, because there may be many Jatin Kumars, but there will always be one Mr. X #4633. So please make sure you copy your Discord handle correctly and paste it here so that mentors, organizers, everyone can find you. Secondly, the portal we are using is BeyondExams. To make your submission, to make sure we identify you with your team, with your profile, with your Discord channel, it is important to log in, and so that we can track your submissions. And when you log in, you will need to submit your BeyondExams profile link as well, so that we can map your Discord link and your BeyondExams profile link. Otherwise, there is no metric that links the two. Your email is not linked to your Discord, and So it will be important that you please add your BeyondExams profile link, super easy to find. Go to BeyondExams. Once you have logged in, let me show you the logged out view as well. Just a second. There we go. Click on login or sign up. As soon as you do, log in with your Google account. In case you don't have a Google account, do reach out to us. We'll create your account from the backend, because Google Gmail account is the only, Gmail login is the only thing that is supported. As hackers, you need to log in as students. You can definitely explore the platform and use it as a teacher as well. But for the hackathon, it would be superb if you stick to logging in as a student. Once you're done, you'll find this BeyondExams portal page where all the details are shared. But to get to your profile, go to this avatar, click on go to your dashboard, and here is your profile link. Let me quickly summarize. Log in, go to the circle, click on dashboard, you have the link. Copy it, paste it in the form, and you're done. We have also summarized this process in this image. Step 1, go to the avatar. Step 2, copy the URL. Super simple, but if you get this wrong, it's going to create problems to get your submissions. So make sure you follow it to the point. If you have any issues, feel free to reach out. T-shirt sizes, we are using UK sizes. If you have any issues or you don't know what UK size looks like, go ahead, bring an inch tape, a measuring scale, and measure your size, and you'll get the right, metrics to find out which T-shirt size it would be right for you. Shipping address, make sure you write it correctly. The pin code is super important, because if you get it wrong, your neighbor could be getting the prize instead of you. MLH code of conduct and event logistics information need to be agreed by every participant, so that we can make sure that this event stays healthy, safe, and convenient for each one of you. That's about it for the RSVP form. Once you have filled the RSVP form, you will officially be part of the 48 hours event. If you don't fill it, you'll be more like an observer who is making the efforts, but without any conclusion. So make sure you fill it. Create student account on BeyondExams, already mentioned. Form your team and submit team details if you don't have a team. Bishal and Abhinav have already, I hope, messaged in the channel. Not yet. Bishal, it would be superb if you do it right away, because we are 10 minutes away from starting the team formation event. Submitting your team details, if you already have a team, is again super simple. Go to the event page. In the submission rounds, submit your team details. It will open another form where you will be asked to select your team name. You can have any team name of the world, discuss among your team members, and bring something cool, something that defines your team. It will not have any consequence on the prizes or the evaluation. We may have some interesting prize for the most unique or most creative team name, but no guarantees. Let's keep it a surprise. And for each of the team members, we'll be expecting you to be on the exam profile link, so that we can manage your submissions and link your submissions to your team members and your team. That's about it. Finally, build in public. Make sure you share your journey with the rest of the world. You are going to be part of this Hack2Educate movement for the next 48 hours. Don't do it alone. Do it with the rest of the world. Share about your journey, about your experiences, and that's it. Lots of events, prizes, expertise in store for you. Make sure you make amazing memories, and I'll stop sharing now. We have 10 minutes left. So if you have any, yep.
Purushottam has a question on the chat.
Sure.
Can you please take it?
Definitely. So stopping the sharing of my screen and looking at the questions. Fellowship preparation program, what's that? So I think he's talking about the MLH fellowship. So Ritvi can share more details in the Discord channel as well about the MLH fellowship. And if Ritvi, you would like to take it up, you can take up in the call itself. You can reach out to Ritvi for the same. Superb. Thanks, Simran. I have a question that I want to discuss with the mentor. I want to work on theme 1. They're asking developing a session with registration base, but how should we approach it? If we're using a third-party API, we're lacking into filtering them with uploads and downloads. If we change it into a knowledge base like GFG, it's not exactly a search engine, but with a knowledge base, which is so yes, we are a little confused about our strategy. Well, these are open-ended problem statements. It makes sense that you'll be confused. There is a specific ideation stage round where you discuss with your team. You can reach out to the organizers, the mentors, but at the end of the day, we can guide you a little bit, but at the end of the day, you will have to decide how you aim to solve this problem, because if we could do it on our own, we wouldn't ask you to do it. We want a collaborative effort where you help us realize what novelty you can bring to the table, how you plan to solve the problem. So yes, this is a very valid question, but instead of answering it, because I do have some ideas, I would prefer to build a solution with, but I would not suggest them because it's your team, your project, your hack. Think about it. If you still want to discuss it, feel free to drop it in the Theme 1 channel. And whenever the mentors are available, they would be happy to discuss it. But my recommendation would be, don't discuss it with the mentors. Don't discuss the idea per se too much. The reason being, we have our own experiences. We'll try to mold you based on our experiences, but we don't want that. What we want is, you bring in a fresh perspective. Use that. No matter which idea you work on, no matter how viable it is, eventually you will come up with epiphanies to work through the challenge and solve them in your own way. We'll be there to guide you if you get stuck. But as far as the idea and the solution is concerned, it should be yours and of your creation. So Purushottam, so sorry, I would suggest drop it in the Theme 1 channel. Link, Rashmi. No, it's not about MLH fellowship. All right. Purushottam, please feel free to again share what more do you mean if it's not MLH fellowship. Can we get the slides? I don't have all the links that we need to fill. No issues, Amish. We'll be sharing it right away in the announcements channel, and you won't have any problem. Make sure you read the pinned chats as well, because through the announcement, a lot of things might get skipped. We'll share it in the FAQ channel as well as the announcements channel. The SEO is by Google or YouTube. You just have to filter the results. YouTube API is flexible. Superb. So Aman is already happy to help. This is the kind of collaboration you want. Don't compete with each other. Collaborate with each other. The execution is what matters. It doesn't matter who implemented it, because at the end of the day, it will be your idea, your project, while everybody else will be contributing in their own way, and your solution will be much better that way. Superb. If you have any questions, don't wait for us to reach out to you. Reach out to us. The Discord community is yours. All the best, everyone. See you very soon in the team formation event and the mini events and the speaker sessions and all the great things we have planned for you. All the best and welcome to Hack2Educate. The hacking begins now.